Good evening. I hope you are doing fine. Welcome to our second session for the day. The first session has been uploaded. As you can see, I have started with our recording of this one also. Most of the content we have discussed so far and which has been uploaded are accessible content. They are not too technical. When you play back the discussions, it should set you off very well. So I would implore and treat all of you who for some reason couldn't join to just access that content. And then when we meet in person, we will still be able to trash it out. I speak this way because I suppose that I'll have students from both main campus and city campus accessing the content. And so when you go there, you would know, you would have information on the laws of thought, law of identity, principle of non-contradiction, the excluded middle, which wasn't discussed for main campus. And that is the beauty of it. The content is there, so you can always access it and add to what you already knew. We saw the types of operations or connectives or compounds, conjunction, disjunction, biconditional, negation, and the last one, I always forget one. Conjunction, disjunction, negation, biconditional, conditional. Okay, so those are the compounds that you should know. Just like in mathematics, we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, etc. Okay. We also saw the truth conditions of those compounds. The truth conditions simply means what will make a conjunction true and what will make a conjunction false. So if you have a compound that is a conjunction, when is it true and when is it false? Okay. That is also in the text, the presentation we had this morning. So you can engage that as well. What we have on the screen is not to scare you. We haven't reached anywhere near that, but just for you to be able to see the symbols that are used to identify each of the compounds. That's why I have them on the screen. This is the decomposition table. And the one down there are the trees, and these are all trees of decomposition, testing for something. We'll learn all that. You see, you will enjoy it in no time. We'll do them in person. Okay, so don't get yourself all scared. But I put them up so we can look at the sign that we would call a conjunction, for example. So just like in mathematics, when you see the plus sign between two numbers, then you know we are adding. In logic, I'm highlighting something on the screen now. See this V turned upside down. The V is described as a delta. So the V turned upside down is symbolic. Remember, the course is elements of formal logic, form, the logic of the form. So we'll be dealing with forms, symbols, diagrams. And that's why I kept telling my special students with visual impairment of a kind that they shouldn't worry themselves too much over the symbols. But then the concept of conjunction can be explained, just like I've done in the past with my special student. What it means to conjoin two statements can be explained. What will make a conjunction true or will make a conditional false, etc. If I say, if you study hard, then you will pass. And then the person doesn't study hard, but still passes. Or my statement be true or false? Well, you'll be amazed. My statement will be true. You will see in due course. A false antecedent is enough to make the whole conditional true. These are the things that can still be studied even if we are not engaging the diagrams and the symbols in itself. So I want to say that on the screen now, you see the symbol for a conjunction. This is a conjunction. And if you have the workbook, which you should have by now, we won't have to, you see, we won't have time to play around and babysit. That is why I work myself out to do these things for you, get them ready, arrange, sometimes stay in the office for so long, make it convenient for you. You will not be exploited. No one will just pick some reading somewhere and put them together and tell you that you should learn those. Thankfully, your instructor, yours truly. I'm alive and here I have compiled it. I know what I plan to discuss with you that I believe will be a good foundation for you if you are to build on, and which you can access and present it in a way that will help in understanding. All of that is done for you. Yours is to pick it and then move. Then we would have immediately worked in reference to that. But I know a few of you still do not have it. Your class rep is doing well. Then helping you out, just pay to him 10 cedis only per copy, and then he can come and pick it for you. So those of you have the compiled reading, you can now look at page 1, and we have discussed this also. So I'll touch on it briefly since it's essential, even though as I build on it, this will also be uploaded. So we want to, as much as possible, try to avoid excessive repetitions, so it will be useful to everyone. On the very first page, the one you see through, you will see words that have been labeled as what? English approximations of logical constants. You see words that describe a conjunction. So I told your friends this morning, and even on Monday when I met the main campus students, I said, when I say add 2 and 3, the word add shows you addition. When I say what is the sum of 7 and 9, so let's do some practice questions just to warm us up a bit. Okay, so we have quite a number. Now tell me, what is the sum of 7 and 1? You can unmute your mic and speak. What's the sum of 7? 8.
8.
What's the difference between 11 and 1?
10.
10.
Those who didn't pass the maths.
10.
Those of you who didn't pass the maths, phobia people, you can't swear maths. Maths has landed again. Okay. So
You go to jam small.
what's the product of 11 and 2?
22.
22.
So you see, when you see the word product, then it tells you that go and multiply. So the word product is a word that describes the operation called multiplication.
Multiplication.
And bring it to logic. When you hear but, when I put but in a complete statement, so now your homework will be to know what a statement or a proposition is. The earlier recording that I've uploaded on the channel should help you. Please, by now you should know my channel, because I am done. I have uploaded a video, but even the 2 minutes to copy links and send to all the platforms through Sakai, what have you, I don't have. I'm still teaching. So if you are on the channel and you are subscribed, as soon as I upload content, you will get a prompt on YouTube. When you get a prompt and it is your courses upload, you just go and access it. When I finish everything I'm doing, I have time and I put notices together, I can circulate it all over the place. But before then, you would have had access to it. So you should get yourself subscribed to it by now already for your own sake. All right. Now, I said that one has been uploaded. So that content will give you some refreshing, some elaboration, if you like, on what a proposition is, the types of propositions, the atomic versus compound statements. When is a statement atomic? When is it compound? The types of compounds, I've touched on them briefly again. Then how you can identify that type of compound by the connective word. Just as when you see the product of X and Y is what? X times Y. The sum of X and Y means X plus Y. The difference is X minus Y, and so on. In logic 2, when you see words like but, yet, still, and, however. So I'm referring to what I have already given you on your first page, dear friends, page 1 of your text, the workbook I gave you. You see up the conjunction. All those words there describe a conjunction. For our purposes, we use the symbol that I showed you earlier, this one. You can check the screen now again. Let's use that for uniformity. There are several ways of describing this one, a conjunction, but symbolizing a conjunction. But we'll use this sign for uniformity. The dot is also symbolic of the conjunction. Turn to page 3. You will see that the conjunction is symbolized as a dot or a delta turned upside down, or the normal end that we know. But I don't want us to use the dot because of the experiences of the past, where a student just mistakenly dropped his pen under exam pressure and it dots the place. So the equation reads as a conjunction, and that is wrong. Okay, but the student didn't intend it to be so. So if we all use the V turned upside down, then chances are that we will all be cautious. Okay, now a conjunction has an interpretation. When you have an expression, what you have on the board, on the screen now, please be watching the screen wherever you are. I'll do my best. Can you see it, please? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes, please.
great. So I've highlighted a formula, P conjunction Q. Okay, that's what we are working with now. This formula, P conjunction Q, is what we call a conjunction. The P is one of its conjuncts. The Q is the other conjunct. And so the two of them together constitute a conjunction. It means it's one atomic statement put together with another atomic statement. How did we put them together? With a conjunction sign. So this is a conjunction. Now, what should we learn from this one? This P represents a proposition. So P could be saying that I am your mother. Then Q could be I gave birth to you. These are two separate statements. So let's say it this way. I want some things that are easy to remember. That's why I'm doing that. So let's use something simpler. So I am, or today is Friday. That's what I say always. Today is Friday, and it is a holiday. That is what has been symbolized this way. Both of them are statements put together with what say and to create a conjunction. I want to say it again. So P is today is Friday. Q is it is a holiday. What I've just done is to give you a dictionary which will help you read this formula that I have up here, just this formula. So this is today is Friday for P, and it is a holiday. Now, if you got that, then I want one of you to tell me how you interpret this second statement I have on the board. Where is my marker? This one I'm highlighting now. How will you interpret this, given the same dictionary? This sign is for what? What's the sign for this? Look at your page 3 quickly and give me a response. You are not many, so you can unmute and talk.
Negative.
Okay, so we call it negation. Manuel, thank you. We call this one negation. So what are some of the words that describe a negation? That's why I gave you the compiled reading. So you know this one.
Madam, not.
Not is one of them.
No.
Never. Oh, it's not a negation, I think.
Never.
Oh, it's not negation. Okay.
Never.
Never. Very good. So see, if I want to use the given dictionary, I want to use
Madam,
but it's not a negation, but it's a conjunction. Please don't do Lotto. Okay, but it's on page 1. Look at your page 1. You see, but boldly under conjunction, I think it is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5 on that list. You see, it's a conjunction, but acts like and in logic. They are the same, logically speaking. Okay, let's continue. I want us to go systematically. We'll learn a chunk of everything. So every lecture will have something new we are introducing. Here, we are doing translations using a dictionary. Basic, simple translations. So when you listen to the earlier content and you add this, you see that you'll be filling in the theoretical part of it. Then when we meet, we can do the practical, decompose like this on the 2 tables first, and then we'll come to trees like this. Okay. So I'm saying that if I give you the dictionary, let P be today is Friday, and let Q be it is a holiday. Then when I give you a formula P conjunction Q, you can translate it into English and say, today is Friday and it is a holiday. Someone can say, today is Friday, but it is a holiday. Logically, those two statements mean the same. Today is Friday, yet it is a holiday, the same. Today is Friday, plus it is a holiday, the same. Today is Friday, however, a holiday is the same. They are all expressive of what? A conjunction. Now I want you to tell me how you would translate example 2, what I have on the screen now. Where is the mark? I want to highlight it. The second one. Yes, anybody? This one.
Madam.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Madam.
There are 2 hands up now. Eh? Okay, let me hold on, so I can reward people for participation. Okay, so I see Julius. Julius, you were with us in the morning. Emmanuel Dia is here. Bonzi Road, Adwa. Adwa, go ahead.
Yes, I joined you.
Madam,
Let's hear Adwa, okay?
Madam, for 2, number 2.
Yes, just the top where I highlighted. Did you see it? Not the whole formula, just this. How will you translate this? Given the dictionary I've given, I've circled it now. How do you translate this?
Okay,
ahead,
with
Adwa.
the one you gave for 1.
This one, look at what I've highlighted on the screen. Translate this using the dictionary given. Yeah.
Okay. Today is not Friday, yet a holiday. It is a holiday.
Yes, if you say yet a holiday, the second part will not be correct because a holiday is not true or false. See?
Okay.
So yet it is a holiday. Very good. So that is a good translation. Well done. Can I have a different translation still with this? Because you used yet, someone you used and someone else still with give me another translation for this simple.
Hello, madam.
Go ahead, sir.
This Maxwell.
Go ahead, Maxwell.
Day, but it is a holiday.
Come again. I missed the first part.
Today is not Friday, but it is a holiday.
Well done. That's also correct. You see that you are translating already. Now let's move to the third one. I want to hear someone else. So let's see. Hold on. I'll get. Write down the name for me. Right. The earlier person was.
Madam.
Adwa,
Promise. Madam.
Adwa then Maxwell. So I've heard Adwa. Adwa, what was your first name? Give it to me again. I'm jotting it down. Adwa, I want to give you a mark. What was your first name?
My first name.
The name, I've missed your name. I'm jotting.
Rhoda, Bonzi Rhoda.
Rhoda Bonzi. Then the next person was Maxwell.
Maxwell.
Maxwell, what was your surname? Yeah, use them. Use your full name, so I can keep records.
Yes, I use the full name. Maxwell Sekofia Alema.
Okay, thank you, Maxwell. I'm referring to some people who have put 10, 11, 20 this. I won't be able to mention your name. iPhone 13. Adwa. Someone has written Adwa. Wow, look at that. Sister Adwa. Look at my name. I put my full Dr. Nancy Ma. Do you think it's a joke? Show the name I'm here. Okay, that's better. Please take the copy from there. Mark MP. Please take those things off. I beg you, Put your full name. Promise, write your name well. You were with us in the morning. That's good back, right? I don't like prints. There will be about 10 princes when I go to upload stuff for you. All right. I was asking about the third one. So let me see who I will call.
Madam.
Hold on, I'll call you.
Hello.
I see 8 hands.
Madam, I am here.
Felix, Senor. Hey, Felix was with us this morning, I think.
Hello, madam. I'm
Hey,
here.
madam. Dog.
I like Max Bao. Madam, let me
Madam.
Hello,
Dog.
madam.
Please, this is Felix Senyo.
Hey, who said a dog?
Madam, me. Hey, dog.
I said, Harriet. So let's go. Don't worry, it's a very active class.
Okay.
So let me take Felix. Felix, go ahead.
Okay, Doc, please. Today is not holiday. Today is not Friday, and it is not a holiday.
Very good. Did you see what you guys did? So all the top expressions are making use of connectives. This is a negation operating on one conjunct here, and then another negation operating on this conjunct. So this is a conjunction. Take note how to describe the formula. This question 3, this is a conjunction with both of its conjuncts negated. Example 2 is a conjunction whose left conjunct is negated. Here, people will confuse their left with their right. I'm going to have to describe the formula below, showing clearly all of its connectives. Show now one power left and your right. Okay. This is question 2, where I am now. It's a conjunction whose left conjunct is what? A negation. That. This is different. What you have at 2 is different from what we have down here. Are you seeing my screen, friends?
Yes.
Those of you who are math inclined, you will enjoy this. Look at what I have now currently. It's not the same as what we have at the top 2. Top number 2, they are not the same. Look at this. This one, there is a negation outside. Then the formula inside a bracket, what we call the parenthesis. Okay. So what I have now, this on the screen now, this is a negated conjunction. Let me take it again. It's not the same as the earlier ones we saw. Okay. You would see that, look at this. This is the negation. Then there is open bracket and some stuff are inside it and the bracket closes. So the negation is affecting everything in the set.
Both.
Okay, so the main connective here is the negation. So this is a negation affecting the conjunction. That's why we say it's a negated conjunction. This negation doesn't affect only the P. It affects both the P, the conjunction, and the Q. But look at the example 2 now. Please, I plead with you to keep looking. Get some very important things before we start our decompositions. You get A like water, the way you drink water. Okay. If you look at the second, amen, you get it. Look at the second one. This negation is affecting only the P. It doesn't touch the conjunction. It doesn't touch the other part, this one. Now, that for example 3.2, there is a negation that affects only this P, but it doesn't touch the conjunction. Then we come to another negation, which is affecting only this Q. Okay, so formula 2, formula 3, and then the second bit, this one, are all saying something totally different. That is what I wanted you to take note of as part of the content for this afternoon. Then I'll move on to explain disjunction. Any questions? I've seen 3 arms. Okay, they wanted to answer a question. Now, if you didn't know any type of compound or operation at all, now you know conjunction. You know the sign for a conjunction. You know words that describe a conjunction. That is some good ground covered. You can even identify a formula that is a conjunction. You can construct or delineate, determine which one is negated and which one is not, and then use that to construct your own example, given a dictionary. And that's a good progress you've made. Let's look at the second one. With the same dictionary I gave you, can one of you now translate this symbolic? I didn't even finish. The hands are shut up already. Someone, this guy, I can't see you. Where are you people? Okay, so I see Desmond. Good. Oh, Desmond, you were with us in the morning. I see Julius. Harriet Ashon. Go ahead, Harriet. There's no one then.
It's not
Friday, neither is it a holiday.
That's not correct too. Until
Either.
it's not correct. I gave your people are happy proper.
Madam, please call me.
I will call you. Yeah, but the reason I saw you in the morning. Wait, I don't know your face, but I know your name.
Doc, please, I'm not done.
Be patient. I'm coming. Be patient.
Wait.
Julius, please wait. Keep quiet.
Yes, please.
Hold on. Oh, let me take. I'll ask and cry. I saw you in the morning, but
Oh, Doc, I'm coming again.
no, hold on. You got a chance. Otherwise, it will not be fair. Hold on. Don't worry. There will always be another opportunity. Let me take Sumaila Alasan. I hope I pronounced your name well. Sumaila. Okay, Sumaila. Okay, sir, sorry. Sumaila, go ahead. How will you translate this? I've given you a dictionary. So based on the dictionary I've given you, how will you translate this? What I'm highlighting on the screen. Go ahead, sir.
Either today is Friday or it is a holiday.
Very good. That's correct. You get your mark. Okay, my dear lady. So that is it. This is today is Friday. Hassan, Sumaila. The P says today is Friday. Disjunction is or. So when you put or in between, you have captured this very well. And then you put the other disjunct, which is it is a holiday. This is what we are doing. We are doing translations, but we are just using very basic, straightforward instances. On your book, you will see disjunction there. Disjunction, we gave you just a few. So you can take your book and look at it. The word book I gave you, you see P disjunction Q in symbols is one of them. The words that translate as a disjunction. You see or on its own symbolizes disjunction. You see either or that's also a disjunction. Then move up to the top of conditional. Look at your right side up there. What you see there are also disjunctions. There are three of them there. Unless, otherwise, alternatively, they all describe what? A conjunction. Any questions? Any questions? Okay, so if there's no question, then we can try our hands on the next one. So who will translate this? Still with our dictionary. You see that I have not changed the dictionary. Now, on your own, if I give you an assessment, I could tell you to write a compound that will be what? Say a disjunction with both of its disjuncts negated. Clearly show your dictionary. Write a compound, say a disjunction, whose disjuncts are both negated. Then I'll tell you, show clearly your dictionary. You see, that one, it means I haven't given you a dictionary. I want you to create one by yourself. But make sure that by the time you finish, your symbolic statement, the symbol you create, the formula will be a disjunction with both of the disjuncts negated. So it will be something like number 3 that I'm highlighting on the screen now. Then you will give us your dictionary, which you used to create it. Your dictionary here must not contain any connective. Dictionaries don't contain any connective. So you shouldn't have not in your dictionary. You shouldn't have if then in your dictionary. You shouldn't have but, etc. The dictionary should be constituted by what? Raw atomic statements, simple statements. Someone say, hey, what is atomic statements? Don't worry. Go and listen to the earlier lecture. It's straightforward. It's a statement that doesn't have any connectivity. It's a pure statement standing on its own without any marriage. No other statement has joined to it to become two. Okay. So your dictionary should be purely atomic statements, not compounds. Just like the ones I've given you. Today is Friday. Finished. You don't have not in it. You don't have or. You don't have but. Nothing. Okay. And the second one is it is a holiday. So now someone translate this quickly for me, still using the same dictionary. Now I gave you a dictionary, so you can work with that quickly. Question 3. Anybody? Robert
Hello,
Ofori.
madam.
Yes. Was that who? Who called me?
Madam, please, I did.
I know the names are many up here.
Deborah.
Auntie Debbie, go ahead. Deborah, see, am I right? Oh, you haven't spoken. Oh, Deborah, go
Yes,
ahead.
please.
Robert, wait. Let's hear Deborah. Deborah, go
Madam,
ahead.
example 3, right?
Doc,
Yes, please.
Okay.
Doc.
Today is not Friday. Neither is it a holiday.
Don't say neither. Neither nor is not disjunction.
Okay.
Have you seen neither nor? Look on your page 1. Do you have your book, the workbook yet?
No, please.
That's why. Let your class rep come and get it for you. Eh? Neither
Okay.
nor is negation and conjunction put together. So when we start doing the composition, you understand it is not P and not Q. That's not what is here. This one is not P or not Q. So it is
Okay, madam, let me try again.
No, please. If you try again, it's not fair. Let me hear you. You don't worry, we'll come again, okay? Robert, go ahead. We are translating 3. What I'm highlighting now, this one. Just the top, the main formula, not the decomposition. Just the formula here, using the dictionary given. Go ahead. Yeah, Brian. People are in the queue. Robert, you have to unmute. Oh, we can't hear you.
Yeah, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Can Maxwell come?
No. I'm waiting for Robert to follow, please.
Okay.
Just a minute. Let's give him a minute. Okay, he's not ready, so then we can hear.
Madam.
Oh, Adwa, who is this Adwa? Auntie Adwa, please.
Doc.
Change your name. Do you know it's not Adwa that answered the question. There's another Adwa here. I just see Adwa. If you don't know how to change your name, click on more. Your name on the participant list. Click on it and click on that arrow that points right. Then change it to your full name. Patao, Jelila, to go ahead.
Madam, today is not Friday or it's not a holiday.
Excellent. 1 mark. Patao, Jelila, like that.
Thank you, madam.
You are welcome. Again, this one. The next question I'll ask Ifya. If so stand by. Eh? Okay, so what is important in all our discussion is that you should know disjunction. You should know conjunction. Already you know negation. From our practice here, even if this is your first time, you know that. You can tell a formula that is a disjunction. This is not a simple formula any longer because there is a compound connective term in it. So this is a compound, a joint set, somebody and a friend that have come together. So it's a compound. Okay, I gave several examples in the earlier presentation. I don't want us to over elaborate that, so you can engage all and be good at it. Okay, so this is a compound, but a compound of a type disjunction. What we did earlier, this is a compound of a type. This is a conjunction. When you give people 1 minute, they started writing on my slides. I've disconnected everything. Okay. So this is a conjunction. What type of compound is this? I'm on the screen now. Look at it. This, fact 1. Which compound is this? For a mark, raise your hand.
Negation.
Raise your hand. Raise your hand. If yeah, I said I'll give you the opportunity. Go ahead. This one, which compound is this?
Negated conjunction.
It's not correct. It's not a negated conjunction. iPhone 6S. Look at this. How will I go and give you a mark? Oh, that's what these are. Okay, let me take those who's are Naomi are tricky. Naomi, which type of compound is that? Yes. Naomi, which compound is this? You don't know, eh? Okay, Charity. Ikuya Oforiwa.
Dog is a conjunction with its left antecedent negated.
Hello.
It's left conjunct, okay?
Hello.
Yes.
Negated.
Conjunctions have only conjuncts. They don't have antecedent and consequent, okay? So it is a conjunction whose left conjunct is negated. Very good, that's correct. The name is A. Sister, tell me your name again.
Nyam Charity.
Charity. Thank you. Lady Charity. Charity Okoriwa just got a mark. All right. Which compound is this? I'm on the screen now. Which compound is this one? There is only one hand now. Okay. The book is in my office. Search of fear, my dear friend. Okay. You can pass by tomorrow, God willing, and pick a copy for yourself. If you are at City Campus, you can let your rep. Your rep has been very helpful, like I've said. When you tell him, he will come and pick up for you. I think so. I don't know his schedule, do pay his transport, let him pick up. I see 7 hands, but I can't see the people. Where are you? They are up there. Okay, so let's take Frank Yeboah. Then afterwards, Rhoda Bonzi, then Felix, then Naomi in that order. So let me take Frank first. Frank, what type of compound is this? Frank Yeboah. This one. Go ahead. Frank, go ahead. Which compound is this? I want only one compound. Frank, we can't hear you.
Doc, I want to say it.
Be patient. If we are not careful, people won't be able to come along. That's why I'm patient with everyone like that. But if it doesn't, okay, let's go to Rhoda Bonzi. Rhoda, go ahead. Which compound is this?
It's the negated conjunction.
Okay, so suppose you didn't want negated conjunction is the exact answer. But if I didn't even want to bring the conjunction, how would I have described? This is a negation, really. See that? This is the main connective. The negation is operating on a conjunction. So you are right. It's a negated conjunction. Any questions? That was Rhoda Bonzi. 1 mark. Okay. You. So if you got conjunction and disjunction, and you know negation also, then we can move on to the next one. Which compound is this? This one. This. Go on, Maxwell.
Negated.
Negated disjunction.
Very good. Negated disjunction. If the negation were not here, if this one wasn't there, which compound would it have been? All of you, the whole class, unmute and talk. Without this one.
Disjunction.
Conjunction.
Disjunction.
Disjunction.
Conjunction.
So that becomes disjunction.
Conjunction.
Yeah, right. Look at the sign. This is the V for vulture. Okay. V for vulture is not a conjunction. It's a disjunction. Okay. This is a disjunction. Conjunction, you see that the V is turned upside down. Okay. All right. So now, if I asked you to describe this formula, just the top, I said don't look at the decomposition. We haven't gotten there at all. I'm using the symbols. Okay. If I ask you to describe this formula in detail, you just say this is a negated disjunction with both of the disjuncts positive.
Negative.
This one, they are not negative. Have you seen? So this is a negated disjunction. Whose disjunct are what? In fact, they are not negated, so we don't need to say anything. We just say this is a negated disjunction, and then we are done. But for this, look at example 2. I'm on the screen now. For 2, I'll say this is a negated disjunction whose left disjunct is what? Also negated.
Negated.
Please, are you following?
Yes. Yes, please.
So here, example 2, this is a negated disjunction. Why do we say it's a negated disjunction? See, after the negation, there is a bracket.
It's a bracket. A bracket.
Everything is inside it. So this negation out here is affecting the whole set. That's why we say it is a negation of the disjunction. So it's a negated disjunction. But in fact, inside that set itself, there's a trouble going on here.
Left disjunct
is itself negated. Very good. So now for 2 marks, someone describe this formula for me. Question 3. Hey, we don't want to prove you have 2 marks. We can share, don't worry. Hey,
My hands has been napped.
Okay, write it in the chat box. Write it in the chat box so that whoever gets it correct will get it. Say it so that others can learn. Let me take mitzvah.
Yes. Madam, please, it's a
Hello.
negated disjunction.
Yeah.
Where the disjuncts are all negative.
Excellent. Excellent.
Negated.
Oh, doctor, I wanted to say.
Yeah, I know. I'm even because I didn't expect that you guys will get it this quick.
Now, these are 1 mark.
How many marks? Did I say 2 or 1? Did I say 2 or 1? We can write
Hey, 2.
Met with a Z. And add a part with PH. Mitzvah. Okay. All right. So what is important is not to miss what we are doing. We are joking and having fun because of the time we are studying, the kind of content it is. We can't be all too formal and French about it. We'll get tired. We want to have
Mixed feeling. You understand?
But even as we have fun, we don't want to lose the important.
Hey, but who wait today and back like that?
It's fasting.
Just a minute. Let me mute or then you can unmute and ask your question. Okay, so I was saying that this is a negated disjunction whose left disjunct and right disjunct are both were negated. And I think Ms. Park said it beautifully. This is a negated disjunction with both of the disjuncts negated, period. Please ask your question, unmute and ask.
Okay, madam, please. I was thinking the negated sign outside will affect the one inside. So why won't, maybe if a question is asked about it, maybe you saying the answer as it is written, like the negated P and the negated Q, but then you have to say the answer right away, like how we are answering it, because I'm not really getting it.
Here, I'm asking you to describe the formula. I'm not asking you to decompose. You see, I want to know. I'm just trying to see if you know what is happening. This is a negation operating on this negation. I look on the screen, please. This is a negation operating on this, operating on the P, operating on the V, operating on this negation Q. That is how come it is a disjunction, but we are decomposing straight. One day you understand soon. Okay.
So I want to ask a question.
Just a minute. Don't forget your question. Let me finish with madam. So we will learn to cross our nega po. We'll cross the 2 negatives, become positive and all that in due time. But you first have to be able to describe the formula.
Okay, please.
Because whether you are decomposing straight or branch depends on which is the master connective, which one is the main connective. So you should be able to tell that this one, it is a negation.
Okay, please.
Tell that, look at it.
Well, and
this formula is not a negation. This formula is what? A disjunction. You see, this one is still a disjunction, but this is a negation. Okay, sir, please ask your question now.
Thank you.
Okay.
You are welcome.
The question is, if it is like that, then can we consider it to be a conjunction?
Which one?
The last example.
Is it the one I'm
Yeah.
highlighting now? This one?
Yes, please.
We haven't gotten there at all. Be patient with yourself, okay?
Okay, please.
But when we go there, you will see that ultimately it's a conjunction. That's why it is decomposing on a straight line. Can you see that?
Yes, please.
Because this negation turns everything upside down. That's the meaning of negation. So when I have a negation of something and the original is true, each negation becomes false. So here, the not P will become P. That's why you see it like this. And the not Q will become Q. That's why you see it like this. And the what's the name of this thing? The disjunction becomes conjunction. That's why it's a straight line. We'll learn that later. We have to learn systematically so that 10 years time, you still grasp it. Okay, very good.
Thank
Well
you
done.
very much.
You're welcome. So we know disjunction, we know conjunction. We can use our very simple dictionary to compose a disjunction and a conjunction, and even a negated conjunction or a negated disjunction. If we want to do this, what I'm highlighting now, with our dictionary, we will say it is not true that today is Friday or it is a holiday. That's how we say it. See. Then here for this one, we say it is not true that today is not Friday or it is a
holiday.
Here we say it is not true that.
Not true that today is not Friday. Or it is not a
Today is
holiday.
not a holiday.
Excellent. Well done. You see how you are reading logic. You are reading it like something. You can decompose, you can symbolize the whole of the State of the Nation's address into one page. Something, maybe a 30-page document, you can reduce it into a page by symbolizing like, okay, to propositional logic. All right, so now we can do the third one. Which sign is this? For a mark, raise your hand. Quick. I'm just giving marks. Quick. I see.
Conditional.
People won't even
Conditional.
That's
Dog,
correct.
I
Max
said it
matches.
first.
Yes,
Harriet Ashon.
I know. I saw how
Okay, it's biconditional.
it is a conditional, okay? For our purposes, let's use the horseshoe. This sign is the horseshoe. An arrow pointing to the right is also for a conditional, like I have given you in the book. You will see that still on page 3. When the arrow is pointing to the right, it's still a sign for a conditional. But for uniformity and for easy referencing, let's use the horseshoe, the or with the long mark. Okay. So this is a conditional. Now, what English word? You see that we haven't forgotten what we are doing. We are learning in a systematic manner. And is for what? All of us.
Conjunction.
Conjunction. Okay.
Conjunction.
Yes. Or is for what?
Disjunction.
Not is for what?
Negation.
Not.
Negation.
Not is negation. Okay. So you see that you know something. We don't have to go and see our faces before you know this one. You know that. And tell yourself that you know that. And you can teach the next person who has never had any contact with it. Oh, you don't know conjunction. Oh, like if you write a statement, a compound that has end in it. So today is Friday and it is a holiday. My mother is your friend and she comes to church. All those ones are examples of conjunction. If you are tutoring someone, tutorials are not. Okay, that's conjunction. Then disjunction, then negation. Now we have gotten to conditional. What word in English, just like, remember where we started, the difference between 7 and 1, that's how we started. So in English, what words describe a conditional? Put up your hand. So others who don't know can learn whilst we interact. Charity. Hey, where are they? Charity, go ahead.
Doc, please, if.
If, very good. So you will pass the exam if you study hard. You see, that is a conditional statement. There is a condition attached to your passing the exam. The if clause, the statement that comes right after the if you study hard. So the if is the indicator word for an antecedent. If you study hard, then you will pass. We will eat fufu, we'll eat fufu. If I come home early, if it rains, then the ground will be wet. Wherever the if is located, as soon as you see the if, the statement coming next after that is the antecedent. So my dear sister who talked about antecedent earlier, we have now landed in the domain of antecedent and consequent. It is only conditional statements that have antecedent and consequent. Don't forget it. Conjunctions have conjunct. Disjunction has disjunct. Okay? A negation has the original statement and its negation. So if the original is true, its negation will be false. If the original is false, its negation will be true. But conditional has two parts, antecedent and what? And consequent. Okay? So the position matters. If you give me fufu, no, if you, whatever, the bank, then I'm kicking. If you wash my car, then I'll give you 10 Ghana. When you see me, don't say, madam, you say you give me 10 Ghana. You say you give me 10 Ghana, I didn't give. I said, if you wash the car, then you get 10 Ghana. So something must happen first before something else will follow. If that thing hasn't happened, the antecedent hasn't come, then what I've said remains true. We don't have a way of testing it. You see, if you make me president, then I'll reduce fuel drastically. This is for those who are campaigning for presidency at all levels on campus. If you make me president, then I'll let the authorities slash down our school fees to 50%. If you make me president, school fees will be 50%. If you make me president, school fees will be 50%. If you make the person president, truly, that's if you fulfill the antecedent, and he is not able to reduce the school fees, then what he said has become false. Okay, I'm showing you the conditional and how to interpret it. If you make him president, and then he truly fights or agitates and all that and gets half the fees off, in other words, he fulfills his promise. Oh wow, then we say what he said has become true. So if the antecedent happens and then the consequent follows, then what the person said is true. The whole conditional has become true. If the antecedent happens, but the consequent doesn't follow, then what the person said is false. Okay. But if the antecedent hasn't happened at all, whether the consequent follows or doesn't follow, the statement remains true. And that's what I said when I come to class. I will engage you better on it. So I give you more examples. It is true so far as the antecedent is false. We don't care what the consequence is. The conditional will remain true. Why? Because you don't have what it takes to test it. So that's a bit ahead of us. Let's roll back. We'll get there in due course. But I wanted to show you this is a conditional. So from what I've said, which of these two is our antecedent? Is it P or Q, and why? Raise up your hand. Is it Peter or Kwakwe? Which one is the antecedent for this, our formula? This one. Okay, I see hands now. Uncle, write down a mark for this. Promise. Oh, Imanedia is there. Promise first, then Imanedia. Which one is the antecedent?
Madam, P is the antecedent.
P is the antecedent. Very good. So if P is true, but Q doesn't follow, what will be the value of this conditional? This one there, it must earn you 2 marks. Whoever answers that. The other one promise 1 mark. I'm saying that
Madam,
if
the
the
question again.
yes, I'm going to ask again. That's a little bit ahead, but if you get it, it will help. I just said something. I want to see if you got it. If I come home early, then we will eat fufu. That's an example here. If I come home early, then we will eat fufu. If antecedent, then consequent. So I come home early, but we don't. My statement, that's my compound. Is it true or false? This condition, will it be true or false? Let me hear from Emmanuel now.
Madam, can you mute for everyone?
Someone is making noise.
It was Emmanuel's thing, but I think he's muted now.
Please, no, he's not muted.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, if I come home early, then we'll eat fufu. As I speak, I highlight, so I want you to be watching. If antecedent, then consequent. If I come home early, then we'll eat fufu. That's the conditional statement I made before going. Then I do come home early. Maybe by 2 p.m. I've closed from office, I'm at home. And yet, all the busy that I'm busy in the kitchen, when I came out, it's the same jollof now. I didn't produce it. What I said, the whole conditional statement I made, is it true or false? That's my question. All of us.
Doc, false.
False.
Very good.
False.
Yes, don't worry.
Yeah,
It's false because the antecedent has occurred, but the consequent didn't follow. You see, that is what makes it. I want you to learn the language. It is false because antecedent, what we want to happen, the condition has been satisfied. Antecedent has happened, but what must follow it by force didn't follow. So it means the conditional has become false. Okay, what about I come home early, yes, and then fufu is crying. We have pounded the fufu. The whole atmosphere is fufulistic. So I come home early and we eat the fufu. Is the conditional true or false? All of us.
True.
It's truly true.
You see that? Okay, you can see that. Now there comes the controversial one. If I come home early, then we'll eat fufu. Then I don't come home early. I get home around 9 p.m. But we still eat fufu. Take note, the antecedent didn't occur, but the consequent came anyway. Is my conditional true or false? Raise up your hand.
True.
Why?
Because the consequence happened.
1 mark over 3.
Because
Madam.
The reason is what earns you the mark.
I think it's false.
I want your colleagues to benefit. So let's do it 1-1, okay? So let me hear Juliet. Is it Juliet speaking? Juliet, go ahead.
Again.
Huh?
No, please. Me.
You see that when we did the first two, it was straightforward. You all say, oh, true. Then the other, oh, false. This is the
Please,
logic.
my hand has been up.
Please, I can't see you. Your menu. The hands up at 1001.
Hey, madam.
Is it Juliet? Is it Juliet?
Yes.
Juliet, are you the one whose hand has been up, sir?
No, it's
No, it's Harriet. It's Harriet.
Okay, everybody keep quiet. Let me listen to Lady Harriet. My lady. Lady Harriet,
Thank
please
you.
go ahead. Everybody keep quiet. Please, let's listen to Harriet. Harriet, go ahead.
Please, it's true, but then the antecedent was not the only. It was not like Oh, you didn't say if. You said you said oh.
Hey.
Lady Harriet.
Hey.
Hey.
Not too bad.
Doc, I had it under control, but everybody was talking too much. Now I forgot.
Oh, don't mind them. They like talking. Lady Harriet, it's true, but the
Please
reason
give me
is...
half my piece.
Okay, let's mute now. Okay. The reason is the antecedent hasn't happened. The first part, the antecedent, hasn't occurred. That is the litmus test. It is the antecedent that you use to test the truth or falsity of what? The conditional. So if it hasn't happened, the statement remains true until proven guilty. It is like someone who has been sent to court. If we haven't convicted a person, the person is innocent until proven guilty. So when your antecedent hasn't happened, when we say the antecedent is false, it means we didn't fulfill the antecedent. Then we cannot test the conditional statement to even determine whether it is true or false. It just remains as it is, true. Okay, the reason therefore is the antecedent
Madam,
is
please,
false.
your voice is breaking. We can't hear you.
Who's that? Is it better now? I think it's a network thing. Is it better now? Is it better now? Please, is it better? Hey, Yanum. Is it better?
Doc, please, your voice was breaking, so you didn't hear anything.
Yes, I stopped and I was asking, is it better? Can you hear me now?
It's now
Yes,
better.
yes.
Okay, so I'm going to recap everything. What I'm saying is,
Yes, madam. It's
thank you,
better
Emmanuel. What I'm
now.
saying is,
Doc, it's better now.
okay, I think it's the network thing. I'm at home now, so I'm saying that if the antecedent hasn't happened, you don't have what it takes to test the statement. You can't prove it to be guilty when you don't have the test. When I say the test, I said, if I come home early, then something else will happen. We'll eat fufu. If I do come home early, yes, and we eat the fufu, then my statement is true because the antecedent came and what I said will follow it also followed. So it is true. If I come home early, but we don't eat the fufu, you can still say therefore that, oh, then the statement is false. Why? Because the antecedent has happened. What we said should follow it didn't follow. So we know that it is false. But I said, if I come home early, we'll eat fufu. I didn't come home early. If I didn't come home early, then whether we ate fufu or we didn't eat fufu is inconsequential. It doesn't affect the conditional. The conditional remains true until proven guilty, until proven false. Why? Because the thing that will help us test whether my conditional statement is true or false, the antecedent, didn't occur. And if it hasn't occurred, I can still walk around and say, if you made me president, Nanka, school fees will be 50%. I can open my mouth different angles because you didn't vote me into power. So I can still come and insist that, oh, Nanka, I'll give everybody 100,000 a day. You people should have voted for me. And you can't say that what I'm saying is false because you haven't made me president. Dear friends, I don't know if you get it. Okay, so if the antecedent is false, don't even go and look at the consequence. We will represent this on the truth table. So and the trees, that's what is happening here. When we do the analysis on trees and tables, you will get it better, but understand the concept of a conditional. As soon as the antecedent is false, we don't care what happens to the consequent. The statement will be true. So all you need to know when you have a conditional is, hey, is the antecedent false? So if the antecedent is false, there, I won't even look at consequent. It will be true. That's why this is one way of making it true. The false antecedent is enough to make the whole conditional true or a true consequent. You learn it later. That is what is represented. So I'm saying that in simple terms, this is a very difficult idea. The other ones are straightforward, but this one is tough. I didn't discuss the conditional and the biconditional in our earlier discussion. I put it on hold. But that's what I'm showing you, that a conditional will always be true. Always. The only time it will be false is what? When the antecedent happens, but the consequent doesn't follow. So in other words, when the antecedent is true, but the consequent is false, that's the only time a conditional statement will be false. Now back to our dictionary and our translations. Translate this formula using the dictionary I gave you, and let me see for some marks. Anybody, body. There are two hands up. Where are they? Yeah, three now. Okay. Where are they? Okay. So there is Desmond, there's Harriet, and there's Rhoda. Let me take Desmond. Desmond, go ahead.
Madam, please mention another person. It has gone away.
What has gone away? Well, I'm talking about this. Using the dictionary I gave you. P is today is Friday. Q is it is a holiday. I said just translate this formula for me. You can't see the screen, eh?
I can see.
So this screen, this one, this formula, translate for me. If you are not ready, I've seen.
Today is if today is if I close today.
I didn't give you I close today. Hey, if I close today, lie. I gave you a dictionary view. The same thing we're doing with the conjunction and the disjunction. We are still there. Okay, so look at the dictionary. P is today is Friday. Q is it is a holiday. Okay, and let's hear. Let's hear Felix. Felix, senor, if you are ready. Then I'll go to the ladies.
Doc, please. Today is Friday if it is a holiday.
Okay, so that will be a conditional. That's one way of putting it. Well done. I didn't tell you which one should be your antecedent, but look at me. See, if you look at what we have here, this symbol, then the positioning of your if is not correct. Do you see that? The P here, today is Friday, is the antecedent. Can you see?
Yes, please.
So the if should come somewhere. So
if
we state it.
If today is Friday,
Very
then
good.
it's a holiday.
Excellent. Perfect, man. Is that Felix, senor?
Yes, please.
Adwamak, Felix, senor. Very good. Well done. If today is Friday, my dear friend, my brother earlier on, you see that's it. If today is Friday, then it's a holiday. So that's it. Let's do the same thing still with this. Now we are on this. Using our translation, we are back. Someone translate this for me.
Doc, please, I'm here.
Hello, madam.
Doc, I'm here.
Madam, my hand is up.
Yeah.
Hello, me too.
Who say people don't like a logic? They like logic, but
Doctor, no more calling me.
Madam, you said you are going to call me again.
Tell me, who is this? Philip Owusu. Philip.
It's not so.
Madam.
My hand has been up.
Philip Owusu. Philip, go ahead. Unmute first. Philip, unmute. You are muted. We are doing this one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If today is not Friday, then it's not a holiday.
Oh, Philip.
Then it's a holiday.
A holiday.
Holiday.
Brophilization. Mickey, Philip Owusu, 1 mark. My dear sister Harriet, do this one. Everybody will get a
Madam,
mark.
you said you are going to call me again.
Oh, if you say me, no, I don't know who. Because you are many.
Madam, it's me this morning. I want to try.
Please.
Hey, Harriet, do this one.
Today,
Yeah, go ahead. This one. So with our
if today
dictionary.
is
Madam, we
not,
will all do it.
Don't worry. You all get marks, eh? Don't worry.
if
This one.
today is not Friday, then it's not a holiday.
Very good. It's not. You didn't say our friends.
It's
phone
not
time.
a holiday.
Make me right. Holiday. Okay, Dubai.
Holiday. If holiday.
Okay. I want to pause for a minute. Who, in the name of God, has no idea about what is going on now? I mean, they have no clue what is going on. They just see some diagrams and things on the screen.
Madam, please me.
Or forever hold your peace.
I'm serious about it. Because this is a course that if you don't start right, it can frustrate you the whole term. You see, it's not a reading course where you can read to fill in some gaps. This one, they are symbols. It's like some maths. Okay, but we can learn it in a fun way and still capture very important concepts without putting stress on ourselves. The thing is, you don't want us to continue when your foundation is not good. When we build on it, you get frustrated. So I'm serious about it. I want to know someone doesn't know what conditional is, this negation thing, and symbols and what have you. So I can have some good time. Okay. But if
Doc, please.
mention your name. Anna, where are you?
Julia.
Julia.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So when we finish this one, I'll give you an assignment, which is to engage the video, the first one that we have posted. Okay, I've posted it on the site, Dr. Nancy Miles, that's my site. And go to the playlists and then locate PHCL 204. There will be other videos there, but you can locate PHCL 204. And for now, I think we have only 2 videos for you, specifically for 204. The one that actually engages the trees and decomposition. And then the one I posted this morning, basically giving you just a okay. We will upload this one to engage the 2 together for our Friday time together. Okay, and then you do fine.
Okay.
So I want Deborah. Deborah, now tell me, was it Deborah? Yes, Deborah, please tell me, describe, listen to my question very well. You see that I'm doing about 2 different things at once, or 3. Describe this formula for me. The description I'm looking for, not translation.
It's a negated conditional.
Very good. Well done. Mickey, Deborah, 1 mark. Which compound is this?
Yes.
Not you again, or another person.
Doc, please me.
Please go ahead.
It's a negated conditional with both the antecedent and the other one negated.
The antecedent, sorry. Antecedent and what? The other one. Consequent.
Yes, yes.
So very good, but you've done well. So this is a negated condition. Hey, but are you all City Campus students?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
Yes,
yes. Then you blow the paper.
No, madam.
Then you blow it.
Madam, please don't forget the marks.
Oh, I'm fair. Honestly, I've asked my boy to write it down because I'm tired. He's sitting by the study. He's writing it down. I'll put it down. I'll put it down. If
Boy, right, Julius.
So I'll write it down. But I'll have the chat too. And then when I play the video, I'll see all those whose hands were up to. Okay. I have it here. So I'll see all. I can't call everybody at once. So even if you don't know, you put your hand up. Never know. Okay, this is a negated, I'm on the screen now, 3. This is a negated conditional, yes, with antecedent and consequent, what? Both negated. Very good. Look on the screen now. What is the antecedent of, listen to what I'm saying very well. What is the antecedent of this formula? I'll give 2 marks for an answer.
No, please come again.
What is the antecedent for this formula?
Dog, please.
Dog.
Negated cease. Let me go through. I want to call those who haven't had the opportunity. First, Abigail Boatima. Abigail Boatima. What's the antecedent of this formula on the screen now?
Negated antecedent.
No, what is the antecedent here? That is not correct too, my dear. Don't worry. Let's hear someone else. Jonas Akon.
Madam, me.
Madam,
Jonas, this one, what's the antecedent of this formula? Look on the screen very well. This one.
Negated P.
This my answer.
Oh, the gentleman who just spoke. You are menu. There are 15 arms up. So I don't know who I have not called yet.
Madam Jonas.
Madam Emmanuel.
Emmanuel. Okay, let's just take Naomi. Naomi, what is the antecedent there?
Madam, for number 2.
Yes, for this. Look on the screen now. This one. What is the antecedent?
The antecedent is negated P.
Not correct too. You see that? What everybody has said so far is not correct. So I'm not reacting. Antecedent.
Negated disjunction.
Is not correct. Emanuela, what's the antecedent?
Q.
It's not correct. Vanessa question. What's the antecedent? Okay, you can all answer.
Dog, please call me.
All of you answer. I will listen and see the one which is correct.
Dog, please. With disjunctions, they are disjunctions. They are disjunctions. They are disjuncts. There's no consequence.
Excellent. Excellent. There is no when I come from who is
Charity.
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 What?
Dog is Charity.
Your 2 marks goes to Sister Charity.
Thank you, dog.
How many?
Dog.
Charity, you have 3 marks now. Is it a correct representation? You had 1 mark earlier.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
You have 3 marks now. Listen, my dear friend.
Thank you, dog.
You are welcome. This is a disjunction. These are the things I do in my exam. It's a disjunction. It's a disjunction. Listen, it cannot have antecedent and consequence. A disjunction only has disjunct. So this is one disjunct, this is another disjunct. You can even commutate. You will understand all that later. You can change position. I just told you, just to remind you that it is only a conditional statement. Look at the name, condition. That's a condition attached. Fight for a minute, please. I'm trying to do something difficult, so listen, okay? It is only a conditional statement that gives you makes a claim of love to you with a condition attached. We say that there are strings attached. See that? It is only a conditional statement that has that feature, an antecedent and a what? A consequence. Ante means what comes before. Conse means what follows. So it is only this one, this formula, this symbol. Look at it very well. Look at the name, conditional. Only this has an antecedent and a consequence. I said disjunction has disjunct, conjunction has conjunct, negation has an original statement and its negation. We are going to do biconditional shortly. Biconditional has alternatives. The 2 parts are called alternatives. It is only a conditional that has an antecedent and what? A consequence. So when I finish telling you that, and then when it is as if we are chatting, no, then I come and ask you, identify the antecedent in this formula. It could have been an exam question, an IE question. Then I'll give you A, B, C, D. Then A will be not P, B, Q, C, not Q, E, all of the above, D, none of the above. And a lot, if you are not smart, a lot to choose the not P because it comes before the sign. But this in itself is not even a conditional yet. It is a disjunction. So well done, Charity. And that was a nice way of helping to prompt ourselves about the compounds. Back again. So in this formula, highlighting again, what is the consequent here? All of us.
Kill.
Madam, the kill.
Kill, very good.
Madam, kill.
Well done.
1 mark for all of us.
Oh, don't worry, only 1 mark.
Yes.
Hey, you have to open your appetite. Open your mouth wide and I'll feel it. In good
5-5.
See this one. What compound is this? I'm highlighting. See this one. Which compound is this? All of us. What compound is this, please?
Negated conditional.
Negated
conditional. It's a
with
conditional.
This one is
Madam,
what?
with a negated P.
Negated conditional.
That's not correct. It's
Conditional
not a
Not
compound.
negated,
No.
Madam,
Look at it.
conditional
It's
compound.
a
It's a
negational
negated.
compound. It's a negated
Conditional
compound.
It's a
conditional
conditional
compound.
compound with
Okay.
Madam,
its
conditional
antecedent.
compound.
It's okay. Listen. Okay. Now let me listen to Abigail. Abigail Waterman. Auntie Abby. Unmute and speak. Which compound is this?
It's negated conditional.
No. See, this will be a negated conditional. What I'm highlighting now will be a negated. See, the negation is outside. Then the brackets are here. So then this negation affects everybody in the set. That is when you call it a negated conditional. Hold on. Don't worry. I'll let everybody talk after it's an evening discussion.
I'm fit.
But hold on for a minute, okay? So that you get it. I don't want us to get forget what we are about. Okay. So this one is a negated conditional. What I'm pointing at now. But this is not. Look at it. Which compound is this? Abigail. Abby?
It's a conditional.
This is what?
Madam, please call me.
Conditional.
This is what?
Conditional compound.
Yes. Don't add a compound. It's a conditional. Okay. Be confident. Don't worry. Don't worry at all. I mean, if you get it wrong, into the end, some people they can't wash their shoes. They can't wash their dresses. They are not embarrassed. Some ladies they can't fry egg. So if you don't know negative conditional, so what? If you get it wrong, that's why we are here. We'll learn. So don't get intimidated, crowd. Okay. I'm talking to the whole class. All right. So what I'm saying is this is a conditional. Don't add a compound. So it's a conditional. Then its antecedent. See, this position is the antecedent. Now that is a conditional, we can call this an antecedent. So it is a conditional whose antecedent is what? Negated. And whose consequent is also what? Negated. Okay. I'm still on. Let me pick someone else. Thank you, my dear sister. Julius, which compound is this one? Julius, you are muted. Which compound is this?
Doc,
correct.
Restore conditional.
Call me, Emanuela.
Emanuela, which compound is this one?
It's a conditional which antecedent is negated.
Very good. That's also correct. Okay. Now, don't worry. Networking there. Sometimes when we don't have an answer to the network.
No.
Oh, Julius. Julius, don't mind madam. Answer this one. Right? This one. Look at this one.
It's a negated conditional with the
antecedent.
Antecedent negative.
Wrong. It's correct.
It's correct too.
Yes.
Hey, who said wrong? Are you, madam?
It's
Are
so
you
correct. Oh, please be patient. Let's have fun. See,
it's my network. Sorry.
This one there is true. It was the network. It's a negated. You know, some people. Hey, ask the question. No. Like, it's network. Or what?
Network, no, bro.
This is negated conditional. Abigail, please look at it closely. See, this is also a negated conditional. Why? Because the negation here is see the bracket. Right after the negation, there's an open bracket and a closed one. So this negation affects the whole thing. That's why we say it's a negated conditional. Okay? With an antecedent that is negated. The consequence, we don't have to say anything about it because it doesn't have any connective on it. So when we say that, we have described it nicely.
50.
Yes. Plus 50 per ish. Mickey, add 1 mark to Julius and give Abigail a mark, please.
And dog, please, Emanuela.
Emanuela, haven't I given you a mark?
No, please.
Please write Emanuela's mark. Emanuela 1. Julius 1.
That's one.
Abigail for the effort 1.
Everybody
Okay.
won.
Everybody will get 2 graphs. Don't worry. It's an easy lecture.
Why?
Don't worry. Everybody will get. Don't worry. Listen. Don't worry about the mark. Let it sink in. That's what matters. Okay. The last compound, then I think we can start rounding up. I am drained. This is what? Biconditional. A quick exercise. Let me see if people are still here. I want someone to mention the 5 types of compounds that you know of.
Hi,
Madam. Conjunction,
Please, me.
negation,
Conditional,
unconditional, and biconditional.
We are recording you. We are recording. Your friends will not benefit if you do that. Let's listen to Rosina Ejapon. Rosina, unmute and speak. All the 5 at a go. Back, go.
Dog, conjunction, negation, disjunction, conditional, and biconditional.
Yeah. Rosina.
Madam, this one we all knew, so.
Are you sure?
Yes, please.
Yes. Well done.
So everybody gets a mark.
Don't worry. Just a mark. So we are now on the biconditional. Okay, let's finish with that. Now, look at the sign for a biconditional. That is it over here. Biconditional. It is as if you are writing equal to, but you add a 3rd bar to it. In the book, the workbook, you see that I showed you some other ways of writing that. You could write a biconditional as an arrow facing both ways, or a longer equal to sign with an arrow facing both ways. Okay, they all have a meaning. It means that it goes in and comes out. When we work in class, you will see that. Okay, for a biconditional, look at that. I'm going to show you the conditions that make a biconditional true. I told you that in the earlier session, we discussed the 2 conditions of the first 3 and left conditional and biconditional untouched. And now we have done that. I've just showed you that a conditional will always be true, except when the antecedent is true and the consequent is false. That's the only time a conditional will be false, when it has a true antecedent, but its consequent is false. But for biconditional, what we have on the screen now, it will only be true. Listen, we are ending, okay? To finish hard. But you've done well. I still have the number we started with. It will only be true when the 2 alternatives, look at how I'm describing them. The 2 alternatives have the same truth value. In other words, when they are true together, the whole thing will be true. Or when they are false together, it will also be true. Let me give you an example. You can travel out of the country if and only if you have a passport. You see, the connective word, the English word that describes the biconditional, one of them is if and only if. You see that is not the same as if or if then. If and if then describes just a conditional. If and only if is a strict conditional. That's why it is a biconditional. It goes both ways. We also call it equivalent. Okay. So we are saying that whatever happens to P must happen to Q before the whole equivalence will be true. One cannot be true while the other is false, or one cannot be false while the other is true. If they don't share the same truth value, then the whole conditional cannot, the whole biconditional cannot be true. For it to be true, if P is true, Q must also be true before the whole thing will be true. If P is false, Q must be false for the whole thing to be true. That's the biconditional. Okay, that's what is happening here. So either they are true together or they are false together. Those are the possible ways of making the biconditional true. Now translate, using our dictionary, translate this formula. I've showed you that the English word to use for a biconditional is what? If and only if. So translate this for me for a math. I think that would be the last question. Anybody?
Doc, please, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
You can only be admitted into the military if and only if you meet the requirement.
Hey, Brian Aben, Papa, you brought your own dictionary, you Matimidas. What's the name? Is it Desmond? Desmond
Yeah. Yes. Madam, please, I have
Madam,
3
me
marks
too.
today. 1 in the morning and 2 now.
Oh, Desmond.
Madam, I've not even gotten
Everybody.
1 mark. Let me say
Let me keep the record.
Okay, thank you.
I have it
Madam,
all
I've not
written,
even gotten
brother.
1 mark. Let me say some.
Hold on, be patient, please, okay?
Madam.
Be patient, Auntie,
Yo.
okay? Don't worry, cry.
Yes, ma.
Let's use our dictionary, the one that I gave, so that you can follow the trend and you'll be making your notes. And you will see that we have done 1.5 hours already. This is 6 o'clock now. We started 4:30, even a minute or so before 4:30. So we don't waste our data and our time and our energy, okay? So use the dictionary I gave you and translate this. Let me see, P biconditional Q. Use that dictionary to translate into English language, what you see here. And then I'm sure that Genevieve, okay, wow. Talk, my dear Genevieve.
Doc.
Yes, ma'am.
Today is a holiday if and only if
please, today is Friday.
It's Friday.
P, the dictionary that I gave you, P is today is Friday, and Q is today, it is a holiday. Okay, so restate it. Let us listen.
Doc, let me come in.
Her network.
I think it is her network. Okay, so Genevieve, when the network allows you, then you come in again. Lord Benny, go ahead. Lord Benny, go ahead. Translate this for me to see. Lord Benny. You are muted. Lord. Oh, where is Lord?
Doc, let me come in.
Doc, let me do it.
You have to be patient with everyone. Okay, be patient.
Please let me talk.
Doc, my network it just went off.
Genevieve, come again. If you are on, then speak.
Yeah, I said today is a holiday if and only if today is Friday.
P is not today is a
You've
holiday.
turned it upside down.
Madam, please.
Oh. Today is Friday.
Maxwell.
Listen, when you are decomposing, you do that, you will get it wrong. That's why it's not petty at all. When you are decomposing, I give you a dictionary for P, and you put Q's dictionary into P, your decomposition would be wrong. So I want you to be particular about that. So I gave you a dictionary for P. P is today is Friday. Q is it is a holiday. Then I say interpret this. Okay. Courage. Tagbo. Go ahead.
And we will all say it.
Please, today, sorry, if and only if today is Friday.
Today is Friday, if and only if
Today is Friday, if and only if it's a holiday.
One person talks at a
There should be
time.
one person talk. Come on.
Okay.
Today is Friday, if and
When
only if
I meet them and then they are mute. My friends, Be patient, eh? This is you are all correct. 1 mark for everyone. Don't worry.
Well, I'm pretty sure they need people some.
See, it is today is Friday if and only if it is a holiday. You are not interested in the actual meaning of that expression. Remember modus ponens and the squad. We are looking at the logic of it. That's why we can use variables to symbolize. So whatever was given to you for your P, put it there and introduce the English expression that captures biconditional and then replace Q with whatever was given to you. That's all. That's what we call translation. And so if you do that, you'd see that you would get today is Friday, if and only if it's a holiday. Assignment. You see that every presentation I give an assignment. When you practice, it will help you yourself. If you do last dodging as if you are here, as if you are not there, and you are not, time will tell. Turn with me to page 17. Let's do 3 of that. Then the rest I'll leave for you to go and practice. Those of you who have the workbook, turn to page 17. Exercise set 2, the second set there. Number 1. Number 1. Recognizing compound formulas and their subformulas. In the following formulas, identify the main connective, the type of compound, identify all the subformulas of the compound. Okay, so 1, if you have the book, raise your hand and tell me what the first one is so that I answer. That one, I won't be able to help you. I think we've done a lot. You don't have the book, get it, God willing, tomorrow. I'll be by the office so that you can look at it like this. Okay, who wants to try their hands on that? There's a formula there. I want you to tell me what the main connective is for that formula. All the 10 hands. Okay, let me see. Eunice Ahiato. Eunice, go ahead.
Madam, please, the page
Madam,
number
please,
again.
in my book, the first,
Please, I have
the number 1 formula is not showing.
I'm giving you a book. Page 17. Keep quiet, please. Look at page 17. Are you there?
Madam, yes, but the number 1, the formula is not showing in my book.
Auntie Adjoa, where did you get the copy from? If you didn't get it from me, you struggle. I don't know. Ask for what is that prayer? Auntie Adjoa. Look at it very well. Please, page 17. Recognizing compound formulas. The second set. Number 1. Tell me what you see there. Eunice, you can't see anything. Abigail Boatima. Abi, what do you see? Which compound is that? Okay, let me take Rhoda. Rhoda, which compound do you see? Yes.
I also have the same problem. There's nothing at number 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
You see, I said the second set. You are looking at the it should have been a instruction. Set. That's what I said. I know what I'm telling you. You are not listening. I said the second set. The instruction is different. You see, I read the instruction. Look at the second set. The instruction says recognizing compound formulas. The first set says recognizing when a formula is well formed. That's not what I said. I read it out. So we are looking at the second set of questions. And it says recognizing compound formulas and their subformulas. Then I read the instruction there. Then I said, tell me the type of compound for 1.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's a disjunctional condition.
If I get cold water, I'll drink on top of that. Hey, it's what? It's a disjunction what?
Madam.
Yes, Auntie. It's a disjunction. Which has done what? Anybody wants to try? The main
Yes,
connecting
Doc.
to the disjunction. Go ahead, sir. Is it Felix, Senor?
Yes, please.
Go ahead, sir.
Please, it's a conditional
No,
disjunction.
it is not a conditional disjunction, sir. Sorry.
It's a disjunction condition.
You don't say disjunction conditional all the time.
Madam, it's a disjunction.
It's a disjunction.
Which has done what?
Then disjunction condition.
You see that I started? Listen, this is how you say it. It is a disjunction whose left disjunct is a conditional. Have you remembered what we were doing?
Yes.
It's a disjunction whose left
disjunct?
Whose left disjunct is what?
Disjunct.
A conditional. That's how
A
you
conditional.
So now you can do the next one. How about two?
Yes.
Felix, now do the two. Redeem your image, my brother. How
Dog,
about the second one? Go ahead. Yes, sir.
dog.
Go ahead,
Please,
Felix.
Robert.
it's a conditional whose consequence is disjunction.
Conditional.
Excellent. 1 mark for Felix. Well, hey, was it Felix?
Yes, please.
Very good. I like how you said it. It's a conditional whose consequent is the disjunction. See, that's for conditional. You don't say whose disjunct. A conditional has an antecedent and a consequent. Now, all of you keep looking inside the text. You will see that the example 3 is not well formed. Can you see why? Example 3. We don't know who is the master.
Yes.
A disjunction, and we see a conditional.
Conjunction.
And wait, they didn't use the parentheses and those to help us know who is the master of that house. So that one is not a well-formed formula. It's not well-formed. That's like if you look at the first set up there, look at example 2. You have written P and you are putting negation in between and put Q there. We can interpret that. It's not well-formed.
Okay.
Yes. Question 4 up there. The first set up there, question 4, the same. It's not well-formed. They are all conjunctions, but we don't know who is the master conjunction. We need the brackets and the braces and the curly brackets or whatever to help clarify who reigns in that home at what time. Okay, so that is what is going on over there. I just wanted to show you how to read the formula, translate, identify the main connective, and most importantly, interpret the meanings of those compounds. And you'll be amazed when I meet you, God willing, Friday morning. Friday morning, we'll do an online again, and then we'll do our very first in-person at 10. So by the time we finish the online, maybe we should just do at 10 o'clock. Then I'll take all your questions, okay? So I'll open the morning session on my way there, because the morning one is 7:50 to 9:50. Then just after that, we'll do the in-person sitting down, 10 to 12. At City Campus. Try and come, because we'll reconcile everything we've done in the week. And you see that would have made a very good progress. Yes, sir.
Even with that, I'm sure most of us will be on our way coming.
So let's just meet for the in-person. You see that?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be a fair
right.
thing.
We miss your
Then you
face.
can keep playing. I'm giving you my videos. That's more than 6 sessions in a week that I've done with you. Okay. So engage them.
Yeah, please, how about Thursday?
How about what?
Thursday.
Thursday is main campus. I'll meet main campus.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, these sessions, these onlines are for City Camp. They have 4 slots. So they are draining me like something, but it's not a problem. And since it is a link that you can all join, that's why I've made it available to you. I'm sure if you're a student, a main campus, you are benefiting. There's no point restricting it to only them. Okay. But they have 4 slots, whilst main campus has 2 slots. So there are 2 online slots we can all join. We haven't exceeded our institutional number yet. All right, thank you very much. We did a full hour. I thought we'll do some 30 minutes people and go. People, as I'm element, it's fine. We'll meet on Friday. God willing. I will upload this also right after the session, I hope, or before morning. So
Madam,
that
please, so Friday morning, there wouldn't be any online section.
the thing is,
There
the
will.
online, look at this week, if we add that, take the submissions I'm doing online for you as the repetition, and it still covers for it. If we do 750 to 950, and then right after that, we have in-person 10 to 12. I mean, how will we even work it out? You see that? So as soon as you see my videos up there, it is the recorded lecture. I could have even done just that and not meet you. I'll just meet you once a week. But I feel that you need more contact time with me. So engage the video, the content for both. I've done 2 sessions today, and I'm going to upload them for those that would have needed a repetition. And I'll still come in person on Friday 10 to 12, okay? So that we trash it out. Bring your workbook and your own notepad on Friday, God willing. The main campus folks amongst you, we will meet on Thursday and start truth table analysis together. So you should all engage the content uploaded. I wish you
Okay,
very
madam.
well. Go and sleep.
Bye-bye.
Watch Max TV. Go and watch
Hey,
a Mother's Guild. Prepare to watch a Mother's Guild. All the best. You see something? Take every stress off your shoulder, eh? There's no point. That's what I'm trying to do. Stress, brah. This world.
Yes, man, I'm not serious.
Easy,
Easy, cry, easy, cocoa.
Take care.
Doc, my regards to Mickey.
That's why you're not serious. If you are my regards to
Doc, my
Vanessa.
regards to Mickey.
Oh, Mickey. Who said that? Uncle, who
Julius.
said that? Uncle Julius.
Doc, me, Julius.
Take care, everyone.
That's why you're not serious. Vanessa, you're lucky.